A very good morning, my dear students. Today we will be starting with the physical distribution under the chapter marketing. Okay, in the book, it's there in page number 341. Okay, it's there in page number 341 under the chapter marketing. Though this chapter is very lengthy, I think we will be able to complete this chapter by tomorrow or day after. Okay, so under this chapter we will be discussing on the physical distribution. So physical distribution, as we have already discussed this in the earlier classes, distribution means once when the goods are being manufactured, after they are being packaged, branded, after they are given the name, after they are given the proper price and promoted, this must be made, and all these products should be made available to customers at the right place at the right time. So for example, it's there in the book, you can go through it. It's written there: a person convinced about the quality etc of a product says a detergent bar, about a detergent bar, so wants to purchase the same. He wants to purchase the same detergent bar which he has already used, which has given him the satisfaction. So after the detergent gets over, he or she goes to a retail shop and asks for the same detergent powder. So if supposing if that product is not available in that same shop, then obviously he will go to some other shop to purchase the or else he may have to purchase the alternative brand available if the product is not available. So this way, uh, obviously the sales are getting lost because goods were not available at a place where the customers wanted to purchase. So sometimes such things also happens. So it is an important responsibility of the marketers to make the manufactured product available at place where the customers would like to purchase or buy them. So the physical handling and motivation of goods from place of production to the place of distribution, from the place of manufacture to the place of production, is referred to as physical distributions. So which is very important element of marketing mix. So physical distribution, they cover all the activities required for the physical distributions which move through which the manufactured goods are directly delivered to the customers. So important activities involved in this physical distributions, they include transportations, warehousing, material handling and inventory control. So under the physical distribution, all these points are very necessary. They play a very important role. So these activities constitute major components of physical distribution. So components, so next is the components of physical distribution. So under the components of physical distribution, we will be discussing on the order processing, second one is transportation, third one warehousing, and the fourth one is inventory control. So now let us go in detail. What does order processing means? Order processing means the time and steps which are involved between taking orders from the customers and delivering of goods as per the order. So generally the order processing, they involve steps like uh, order placement to salesmen, order transmission by salesman to company, credit chart of the customers by the company, inventory and production schedule situation checked by company, and delivery of goods as per the order. Means order processing is a place where order are being placed by the customers. So how they so under this, the such processes are done. So this is the direct relation between the time taken in order processing and satisfying the customers. Fast order processing gives more satisfaction to the customers, but this involves cost of maintaining sufficient inventory. Okay, so companies are now looking forward for information technology based on system of order processing to make it fast and satisfy its customers without delaying the product, so that it reaches the customers on time by giving them a good services. Okay, and the second one is the transportation. As you all know what this transportation means. Transportation means delivering of one goods from delivering of goods from one place to another, or you can also say transportation means physical movement of goods from place of production to the place where they are required. So transportation, they add value to the goods by moving them to place where these are required. Like for example, supposing if for example, tea plantations are done in Darjeeling, Gantok, Assam, etc., but these are transported all over the country, and the value of tea is much higher in other parts of the countries as compared to the place of production. So the transportation, they add value to the product, but transportations, they involve cost. So it must be seen that the value added to the product by transportation must be higher than the cost of production, higher than the cost of transportation. So there are various means of transportations available, that is by rail, road, air, pipeline, water transportation, etc. So each mode has its own advantages and disadvantages as well at the same time. So these modes are evaluated and compared on the basis of speed, frequency, flexibility, cost, availability, etc. And the best suited mode is selected by the company itself. Okay, and the third one is the warehousing. So we all know